boys and girls. Well, today we're going to read about a really good friend of ours. It's called 3 Cheers for Trees. Trees are a really good friend to us, and I can tell that we need to be excited because we have an exclamation mark. So let's try that again. 3 cheers for trees! Woohoo! Thank you, trees. You give us so much. And this is a book about our carbon footprint. Our carbon footprint is what we leave behind on the world. What effect do we have on the world? Because when we make a change, we have an effect which leaves behind a carbon footprint. And this book is by Angie Lippert. Let's find out about our carbon footprint. Oh, here's our title page. 3 Cheers for Trees, a book about our carbon footprint. Every step you take on a beach leaves behind a footprint. So, do wet steps on a dry sidewalk or a trek through a muddy yard. Your footprints change the places that you go. But what does a carbon footprint do? Wow, we can really see those clear footprints on the beach. Someone's left behind a trail. A carbon footprint doesn't look like a foot. In fact, you can't see it at all, but it is a mark you leave behind. A carbon footprint measures how much you change the Earth by using its fossil fuel energy. Here's our Earth from space. I can see why they call it the blue planet. It's a lot of ocean, which makes it appear very blue in space. Coal, oil, and natural gas are fossil fuels. They are found deep inside the Earth. They have given us energy for many years. But once we use them up, they will be gone forever. So we can see train cars filled with coal going somewhere where they need the coal to produce energy for us. When fossil fuels are burned for energy, they give off pollution. The pollution acts like a blanket around Earth. When the blanket thickens, the Earth gets hot. So we've got pollution coming out of those smokestacks, leaving a big cloud in the sky. A hot, polluted planet isn't good for anyone. That's why we need to make good choices about our energy use. The smaller our carbon footprint, the healthier we keep the Earth. So the more we try and protect our planet, the better the Earth is, and we leave it for people who are going to follow us. It takes energy to make stuff. An easy way to shrink your carbon footprint is to reuse items. Old socks can be made into puppets. Empty jelly jars make a great piggy bank. By reusing items, we keep factories from making too much stuff. It keeps the Earth clean too. So I see she's using a jar as her piggy bank. It's a good reusing of something that is old. Another way to reuse old items is to give them away. Clothes that you've outgrown can be given to someone else. So can bikes and shoes. Can you think of other examples? Maybe my glasses. When they don't fit my head anymore, I could give them to somebody else who needs glasses. Then they're not being wasted. What are some other things? This book. When I'm done with it, I can give it to someone else to read, and then they can learn information, and the book's not wasted. There are a lot of examples. Take a look around you and see what you can reuse and give to somebody else. If you can't reuse old items, It's time to recycle. Put glass, metal, plastic, and paper into bins. Many places will collect them. It's really easy. So if you have a recycling bin, you can recycle your old paper and plastic and cans and cardboard, things that can be broken down and made into new items. A big part of our carbon footprint comes from driving. Cars, buses, and trucks add a lot of pollution to the air. You can keep Earth cooler and cleaner by walking or riding your bike. And I see that this family is riding bicycles. Bicycles have 2 wheels. This little girl must be new at riding a bicycle because she has training wheels on her bike. Once she gets really good at it, she can take them off. You can greatly reduce your carbon footprint by eating less meat. Raising, preparing, and shipping animals for food takes lots of energy. It makes tons of gases that heat up the earth too. Choosing vegetarian meals is healthy for Earth and healthy for you. So when we keep those big farms, some of those can take up a lot of space and energy. But if we grow vegetables, it takes up less energy. Lights off. You can reduce your carbon footprint by using less electricity at home. Remember to turn off lights and TVs when they're not in use. In the summer, ask an adult if you can turn up the thermostat a few degrees. And in the winter, turn it down. That way, you're using less energy to heat and cool your home. Think about how it must have been before we had air conditioning and heating. I wonder what the people did. We'll have to find out later on in our past and present unit. There is something else that can help us use less electricity. Can you guess what it is? Take a look at what's around this house. Trees. In summer, trees shade our homes and keep them cool. In winter, trees help keep our homes warm by blocking cold winds. So trees are very useful for helping heat and cool our homes. Trees are also needed to clean the air. They suck up the gas that makes Earth hot. Then trees give us oxygen to breathe. When too much gas is put in the air, trees can't keep up. That is why we need to use fewer fossil fuels, and we need to plant more trees. 1 tree makes enough oxygen for 2 people to breathe. Let's plant more trees. So wherever you can, try and find a way to plant a tree. Then you're adding more clean air for us to breathe. And we really need to breathe. Aw. Trees preserve life. Without them, Earth would overheat, and we'd have nothing to breathe. Let's be mindful of what we use and do to take care of our planet. A smaller carbon footprint means a happier home for us all. So we'll make a smaller carbon footprint by making sure we reduce, reuse, recycle, and we think about how are we taking care of our planet. And then there's some more information about how to make a string-covered vase for flowers. And a glossary and some suggestions of what else I can read to help me become more informed about how to take care of the earth. So, I want you to think, how can you take care of the planet? What are 2 things you can do to make your carbon footprint smaller? What can you do to take care of our earth and help it be able to last longer for more people. All right, scientists and social studies peeps, please think of how I can help the planet.